Hi everyone, my name's Tanya Howden and I'm one of the trustees at Volunteer Edinburgh. I'm very excited to be joining the list of talks available online for this year's BCSWomen Lovelace Colloquium, and I'll be talking all about the power of volunteering. So my journey into volunteering started back when I was in high school. I would regularly help out at the local youth club, and volunteering has continued to be a big part of my life since then. When I was studying my undergraduate in computer science at University, I really enjoyed working with the outreach team at the university and local schools in the area to run different workshops and code clubs for young people, especially girls, to show them how exciting and creative coding and engineering can be, and that it is absolutely for anybody. Volunteering has been a really great opportunity for me to explore my interests and work out what kind of things I'm most passionate or excited about. I'm also very lucky to have found many job opportunities through my volunteering experiences, and that is how I've moved from working in computer science to moving into a STEM education role that I've been in for the last few years. Volunteering is all about using your power for good, and by that I mean sharing your knowledge and your skills to help someone or something achieve different things. There are so many different ways that you can get involved and start volunteering now. For example, you might like to get in touch with a local school and help them with the delivery of different parts of the curriculum through sharing resources or giving a talk to the students. This could also be a careers talk for the senior students who are starting to think about what they want to do when they leave school. Or you could help by running hands-on workshops and giving young people the opportunity to explore the subject themselves with some guidance from an expert like yourselves. Either way, it's a great opportunity for you to develop your own skills whilst giving back to the community. So when I talk about developing your own skills, I'm talking things like communication, organisation, team working, the list goes on. But also what I've found has been the most helpful is the networking opportunities and the people that I've met through volunteering. But there's also a massive impact that you could have on young people who take part in your workshop or your careers talk. Every single one of those young people might already have preconceptions about STEM subjects, and that talk might be that memorable activity for them that makes them think twice when they're picking subjects, picking what they want to study, and go, I remember that talk and that's something I want to keep learning about. So you have a chance to use your superhero powers for good and show young people that this is an area that is also for them. They don't have to look a certain way or come from a certain background to be interested in coding or engineering. There's a really famous phrase of you can't be what you can't see, and whilst I don't think I agree fully with that, there's definitely some element of truth in there. For young people, if they can't see role models like themselves, they might think that this is an option that is not available for them. But by having volunteers who work with schools and work with organisations like CoderDojo, they can see someone who's relatable. They can see themselves taking those steps and becoming just like you. So it is a really amazing opportunity for you to change how they see the world and let them explore their interests even more in a fun environment. It can be really scary to think about running workshops or talks with young people, especially if you don't have a lot of experience working with young people. So I want to give you my top 3 tips for volunteering in STEM with young people. So my very first one is, don't worry if it doesn't all go to plan. I have had so many workshops planned that in my head have been awesome, and when I've started running them, they haven't always gone to plan. We haven't always gotten everything done that I had on my list. But at the end of the day, everyone who came along had a great time. They learned at least one thing, and that's still a really memorable experience for them that they will hold on to and take forward. And who knows, maybe that experience is what makes them study computing for another year at school. My second top tip is that you don't need to know all of the answers. So a lot of the time it might be quite scary to think that you'll get asked a question that you don't know the answer to. But at the end of the day, that is very normal. Nobody knows the answer to absolutely everything. And it's a great learning opportunity as well. When some of the young people ask me a question I don't know about, I'm very honest and I let them know that I'm not sure, but maybe we could work it out together. So that's a great chance for me to start helping them become independent in their learning. And my final tip is to have fun, enjoy the experience and take everything you can from it. If this is something you would like to explore some more, the best next step is to register to become a STEM ambassador. STEM ambassadors are fully trained and they get up-to-date PVGs every year so that they can keep working with young people and organisations. It's a completely free programme that gives you lots of support with finding different voluntary opportunities that you can do now, even with different restrictions that are in place in schools. Don't let that put you off. Please feel free to reach out to me on Twitter as well. I'm more than happy to answer any other questions that you have about volunteering in STEM education, and thank you so much for listening.